Yeah. I hope you're feeling super on this Taurus super new moon. I was born in September, but I was ready in June. Unconscious soul with the chart, with the start. Lyrically, I came in sharp like a dart, sort of like the tang from the woo. Shoot, I got my own call, and that's what I spew. It's from uptown, never the frown. Shout out to my brothers from the boogie down, the crown, the kings. Lyrically, I bling. Don't you understand? Off the top, what I bring is well carved, written rhymes. Don't you want to see? They're soaked in my dome, so they're written by me. Not pen to pad, from God to me to dad. Don't you understand? Lyrically, I'm never glad. Sorta happy, sorta dappy, wanna get a soul clap. Don't you understand? Competition gets a dirt nap. Trust me, brother, don't step up. Listen, buttercup, I'ma tear you up. On this MIC, gotta stand up strong for Shador B. What those owners try to do to you, try to humble the king, but they don't know how we brew. I stew something real. Black fathers in the home, it's the deal. So important, walking your strength. Super full new moon, new moon. Super new moon. Yeah, repeat it a couple times so you could see the boom comes in. Fix Grand Cross. Stay righteous. Know that you're a boss. You don't gotta kiss no rings. A couple course, but I don't have to sing. What I'm doing for you is just cling. Ringing the alarms, cause you know change is coming. I'm humming. Yes, we are drumming. Can't you see? Shaking down hatred's doors naturally. So, shout out, it's time for me to bring out Mercury and Venus, yo. And we gotta start the show, episode 331. Let's get it done, bro. Oh my goodness. French fries in the throat. How you feeling? We haven't been on live with you guys in a minute. We had back-to-back guests. It's been fun. I hope you guys go back and watch 328, 329, and 330 with Kimberly Williams. Wait. Ami Diaz, Kimberly Williams, and Megan McPherson. That goes to 27. And then 330 with Miss Rebecca Vidinoff. 4 fantastic ladies. It was a lot of fun. And tonight we're talking about Mercury, Venus, and Taurus. Happy Taurus super new moon. Tuesday night, same bat time, same bat channel, 7 p.m. Eastern. I've got Queen B. It is going to be awesome. Numeralytics. We're talking about numerology, astronumerologist. She's about the culture. She's about hip. She spits bars. Do you know she spits bars? We're going to talk about it, but she's going to do the numerology keys, giving you guys insights and tips. So come to share your information. She's going to do live readings, break down some stuff based on my stuff to show you an example. It's going to be a lot of fun. I got my sidekick here.
Hey. And so yesterday I went to the farmer's market and I ran into Ami. So anybody who saw Ami, we talked about her putting together. I think we talked about this live, but I talked to her about putting together Chinese herbal kits, kind of basic things that the average person could use for immunity, for just different things. So we're going to put together some kits, and she's all about it still. So I'm excited because
now these kits for tips, or they can actually purchase them.
These will be kits that people can purchase. Put your arm down.
In the community.
Yes, in the community.
She'll not be throwing them bows. I'm hyped up.
I'm tired.
Did y'all just see the new song I dropped?
No.
The N.I.J.J.A. remix.
I did not see that.
Oh, you don't know nothing about that.
Okay.
Go check it out on my channel. It's from E Complete with the second E, and produced by DJ Unity. And it's from my first album, Hip Hop Forever. The song was titled Nigga. Okay. And this is the remix. This is dope. And what makes it extra dope? Peep the samples in there. But what's really dope, the frequency, the hum you hear in the background is the megahertz of the planet Neptune. Uh-huh.
And just so you know, his song always had a twist to it. It wasn't, you know.
Oh, this is very positive and conscious. Yeah, but it was first time I ever performed it live was in a church in LA. And I tore down the church. They loved it. All right.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I did that in my sister's church in Englewood in the hood. You all know about Englewood? I'm not talking about the new Englewood with like the big stadium.
Englewood.
I'm talking about Englewood.
Not Englewood.
Whoa.
Englewood.
Whoa. Oh my God. Thank you to one of our audience members and a supporter, Stevie Weezy, Steven Lascala.
Yes.
He's amazing.
Oh
he sent me an amazing package, you guys. But show him the honey. Get the honey. Get the honey.
Gosh,
we got to take a picture and send it to my cousin. But
I already did that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where the honey is. It's out.
Okay, it's
this
nectar honey. And this honey you can put in your eye drops.
Let me go get it.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's not like, you ain't got like an hour to be here.
What?
I said it's not like you don't have an hour to be here.
Is he talking crazy?
You know what it is? She gave me lukewarm tea and burnt French fries.
No,
so I get a little ornery.
No.
Yep, I get a little ornery. I'm just messing. No, go get the honey. They'll hear you when you come back.
The tea was fine.
The tea was not that hot.
I like my French fries crispy. Okay.
Yeah, and she knows that I don't.
Well,
So anyway, how you guys feeling? It's so good to see you. Who's here? Oh, we got a couple folks here. Is anybody here? Get the chat going. There we go. All right. So what we're talking about tonight is Mercury and Venus and Taurus. Wifey and I having fun. Oh my God. I'm so proud of my sons and their two friends. She'll tell you about it because she set it all up. But they were at their church today and they were selling different flavored lemonades. And I'll let her break it down. But you know what's really ghetto? This gentleman.
My goodness.
No, I got to tell him. I'm going to show you the hearts of some people. Because nobody was really looking. Do you know this guy, I don't want to say older, but a grown man, he basically...
He was older. He was an adult.
An adult, but he stole a cup of lemonade from my son out of his hand and ran off and went into his car because nobody was really looking.
What the boys were doing, we set the table up across the street from the church.
And they made like $230.
There's all this stuff with churches these days, and you have to do all this stuff. So they said we could set it up someplace, and they would tell people that we were there. So we set it up across the street, and they were walking across the street into the church area, like the campus area, and they had the lemonade, and they were selling it to people. And Mateus walked up to this man, and he said, he said, would you like some, lemonade? How much is it? And he said, it's $4. And the guy grabbed the cup out of his hand, walked away, got in his car, and drove away.
She didn't see it. She would have said something.
Because trust me, I went back across there. I was looking for him. I was ready. Yeah,
I wasn't there, but that's...
don't make me not be churchy in the church.
Don't make me lose my religion. Was it REM? Losing my religion.
Anyway, so I'm tired because even though
she worked really hard today.
Hot, it was
76.
It was 77, 78. It was breezy, but it was hot. I was in the sun since about 8 o'clock this morning. And
she's very dramatic.
I'm dramatic.
So let's see who's here, and then we'll get into...
Okay, and just really quickly, this is the... Here, wait, I don't know if you guys could see it.
Tell them the name.
The name of it is Nesut Nectar.
Nesut Nectar.
This is the stingless bee honey. Can you kind of see it a little bit better? There,
put it down a little, though.
No, don't tell me what I got to do. Okay. But see, Nesut, it might be a little bit...
Just spell it for him, that's all.
So, Nesut Nectar.
But you put it in your
So-
eyes. We did it last night. It even improved her vision. She's got to redo the
I
second
did
eye.
one eye. The first eye I didn't get it in enough. I did a little bit. The second eye I did, and it was weird because I had one eye that was seeing much brighter than the other eye.
It does sting and burn for about a minute, the most, maybe 2.
Maybe more like 5.
It stung for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it stings for quite a few
It
minutes.
stings for a little, but it doesn't hurt. It's not like hurting you. It's uncomfortable.
Not like
it's uncomfortable.
Gouging your eye out or something.
It is uncomfortable. You keep it in keep your eye closed for 15 minutes. Have a little tissue, lay down. But I will tell you, it makes your like for me, like, oh my God, like I was like, oh, it's so much brighter in here. Like it brightened up, it clears, because the honey goes back to the back of the eye and clears out all the mucus, right? You got the nose and the eye and the mucus and stuff, and just clears up your vision. So I can see you a little bit better right now. But it was such a sweet gift, and thank you, Mr. Stephen Lascala.
So Ahmad is asking if you can purchase them on Amazon. I am not 100% sure on that. I went directly to their website,
and Stephen sent this to us, but
this was actually a gift. We were so blessed.
And what's the website? He told me
but it's NUSUT Nectar. So this is like the stingless bee, that stingless honey that you've been hearing about. It actually is really, really good. And he was saying that you can like
put a little bit in your palm and then rub it inside your nostril with your finger.
I bet you would help with allergies.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that tonight.
Some stuff.
I'm gonna do it because I'm dealing with allergies.
Anyways,
it is so good.
We have
you guys.
Danny Figueroa here.
D Nice in the house.
We have Den Danny. Do we know Den Danny?
Den Danny, share your big 3.
We know you,
nice to meet you. How you doing?
Welcome.
Please subscribe and welcome.
We have our girl Chantel.
Chantel's in the house.
Yay! Thank you very much. And
what's up, Chantel?
And then Phoenix.
I know the last name is hard.
Amintol.
Yeah. Hey, Phoenix.
Phoenix Amintol.
Welcome back. How are you? How you feeling, Phoenix?
Hello, my friend. Thank you for sharing. I will try and where to buy it. I'll look it up. You know, I have my computer here, so I'm gonna look it up.
But
so
I
stay
texted
on
you.
Here, and
you can look at my phone.
I will look.
You text me the website. You want to look at that?
Well,
okay.
And then yes. So give me a minute. Well, he gave us so much stuff. He gave us this iron tea. So that's what we're drinking right now. It was the sweetest thing. I couldn't believe it. I was just, no, that's not. Just put it down and get back to the people.
So anyway, but so you know the big controversy, right? NFL draft. We just got to move forward. You know, props to the young king, Shedeur Sanders. He did it all with class. Everybody knows they were trying to mess with him because of his father, Deion. They, talk about, oh, no black fathers in the home. But then when you have a powerful, proud black father, then they punish him, because Archie Manning did the same thing with Peyton and Eli, and especially with Eli Manning, and even more so than anything Deion was saying or doing with Shedeur. And this kid, had a great passing completion percentage at Colorado. Supposed to be a first-round pick. At worst, should have been the first, second, or third quarterback taken in the draft. Probably first round, maybe late first round. But he went to the 5th round. They did this on purpose to embarrass the family and to humble him. The NFL owners are insecure, white, racist billionaires, and it is what it is, okay? But I will tell you this. And then when they drafted him to the team, he goes to the Cleveland Browns, who already have 4 quarterbacks. One they drafted earlier, Dylan Gabriel. No shade on him. He's a decent player. Very short, though, from Oregon. Deshaun Watson, you all know about his mess, and he's injured. Old Super Bowl champion Joe Flacco, and Kenny Pickett, who played for my Steelers, and he's terrible. And then the Eagles is the backup as well. So Shedeur's got a shot to beat these guys out, but to get drafted in the 5th round and then to get drafted by a team that already took 6 players before you, including a quarterback, and the team's got 4 quarterbacks, is an extra insult. So he's got a lot to overcome. I'm sure he will, and I wish him nothing but the best. And what he's just done is created a lot of new Cleveland Brown fans, the NFL, from what they did to Shedeur. And it was really ugly, you guys. Even if you guys don't know sports, I'm sure you've heard about it. The world's talking about it. But
you know what? Here's the thing. I want everybody to look at it like this. when you have something that is gone after so hard, it's because that thing is so strong and so earth changing.
They see the light in him.
Life-changing.
Yeah, he's got the
we
light
just
in
have
him.
to look at it from a positive perspective. I don't even.
And he's a God-fearing family too.
And but what I mean? Like,
but I'll tell you this: we've got the Taurus super new moon. With a grand fixed course. Hopefully, you guys watched my video. If not, go watch it. We're talking about Mercury and Venus and Taurus. It's Taurus season. The Taurus birth chart sales rocking for Taurus sun, moon, risings. Eric at BigEAstro.com. 90 minutes live via Zoom. Normally 250, 206. Or the custom video summary, 40, 50 minutes, movie of your life, transits, 30-minute Q&A afterwards. After you receive it, you can email me pictures. We put it in the video, movie. Videos, your planetary placements with both. You get the chart. Normally 350, only 305. Tauruses, I encourage you to take advantage of the birth chart reading. It's going to be powerful, right? When I do my readings, I get spiritual, psychological, intuition, healing the inner child, reprogramming the subconscious mind, dream, positive affirmations. We do it all. So check that out. Mercury, analytical, logical mind, you're processing. We have a sun with this. When your Mercury's in Taurus, which is ruled by the planet Venus, hold on, I got to hit this fan a little higher because I'm a little busy.
So while he's doing that, Jolly James is here.
Hey, Jolly James.
Ahmad said, I can't believe the Browns passed on teaming up with Travis Hunter with Shador.
I know.
Shador and Sanders. Wow. And then Jolly James says, I hate that he missed out on so much money. I agree. But you know what? I just genuinely believe that this is all going to play out.
God's plan. God's plan. Remember, things don't happen to you. Things happen for you. He may be the first quarterback to ever lead Cleveland Browns to a Super Bowl and success. Think of it that way. Then he'll be bigger, more better, more bigger, more faster. We all know it was injustice and they jerked him and they're haters. That's all right, though. He still was very gracious and humble when he said thank you and thank you to the Cleveland Browns. He jumped in the pool. He was happy, good attitude. He wasn't bitter or salty. And his brother Shiloh got picked up by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as an undrafted free agent. So, So anyway, Mercury, when you have Mercury in Taurus, you chew slow, you eat slow. When people ask you questions, you respond slower. Our 15-year-old, you ask him a question, he's like, huh? It's like, it's just slow. Very creative and artistic, right? Painting, designing, drawing, into fashion, right? They've got a very... very stylish way of breaking things down, analyzing, assessing things, but their hand skills, right? Mercury is about your skills in your hands. He's good at fixing things. He may become like a mechanic for a car or bikes. He's really good with his hands fixing things. Mercury and Taurus, they also will eat slow. They could be into gardening and nature, but they're going to be practical, pragmatic, right? This is the Taurus energy for every sign. Once you learn the Taurus energy, then you apply it to each planet, right? That's how I teach you in my astrology class, my group class or one-on-one. Group class may come back in the fall. We'll see. One-on-ones I'm doing all the time, so you could always go to the website, BigEAstrology.com, if you want to learn astrology 101 and learn how to read birth charts. And 101, I get to tell you little extra secrets and tips and insights that's hard to do in a group, or whatever. So I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. People love it. Remember, Mercury is also, your processor. Mercury is associated with the lungs, the hands, the ears, right? So these people will love music, okay? Mercury and Taurus, they talk with their hands like they're New Yorkers. They're always touching you. If you got Mercury and Taurus or Gemini, you're like a hand talker. You're like, oh yeah, oh, touching your ears. They talk and touch.
Just can't keep your hands off me.
We do have a lot of children. But, that's the thing with Mercury, and my Mercury's not in Taurus, but Mercury in Taurus is very tactile, all the senses, right? They like the style of things. And they'll be very classy, right? They want things to look a certain way, to be very precise, very je ne sais quoi, fashion forward. But they'll always, they could have like a little tinge of old school in their music and their fashion. Do any of you guys here have Mercury and Taurus? Because I think it is kind of funny, definitely we see it with our son, and I know some other Mercury and Tauruses, they really do eat slow. One thing I will say, Mercury and Taurus also, you guys, can be very good about, how they break down money, right? And really trying to, but they can be very stubborn. See, anytime you're dealing with the fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or Mercury, stubborn is a play. Taurus is the most stubborn by far. And actually, I would say out of the 4 fixed signs, number 2 is Aquarius. 3, Leo, 4, Scorpio. I would put it in that order, out of stubbornness. But they can really investigate and research subjects and topics to become experts. The fixed signs will be right. It's the middle of the season, right? So now we're in the middle of spring, but they like to probe and investigate to become experts and get to the truth of the matter. So Mercury and Taurus is very very much on that. They will like fantasy, romance novels, about relationships, but anything that's even, dealing with crystals, gems, nature, chefs, cooks, music, DJ, producers, Taurus is about the physical body too. So they also will like to, have a strong frame and foundation, lift weights, things like that. So let's see if anybody has Mercury and Taurus, and we get our new person, Dan, whatever is big 3.
So let me see. Jolly let everybody know about the Noosa nectar, which is from Ionic Botanicals. And that's it. So listen, let me see here. Who was it? Dan. If you want us to do your big 3 or him to do your big 3, let us know what it is.
Done.
There's no question, so let's keep it moving.
So before we go to Venus, this Taurus super new moon. Hope you guys are doing well. But what it's really about is focusing on your values and tapping into your intuition. It's a fixed grand cross, Lilith and Scorpio, tapping into your intuition. Sun and Moon and Taurus, communicating from Leo Mars, your heart chakra, being brave and courageous, and Pluto Aquarius, you're sharing your true authentic self, but also looking within. You can't think you're doing the work if you're not doing the work. So the fixed signs are like putting in the time, right? Remember I told you 30 to an hour a day, right, of meditation. And yeah, I get it. Some people can't sit still. You don't have to do that. You can move when you meditate. But I will tell you, just from sharing my personal experience, and you can do whatever you want. When I take the time to connect to nature, to meditate, to do breath work, and I do it longer, I only feel better. Emotionally, spiritually, physically, you know what I mean? I really do. So I would connect to nature. And remember, we're still dealing with this Mars opposition to Pluto. You're going to feel it even tomorrow. It's at 4 degrees now. Pluto's at 3. Energy is explosive, right? This whole war, this, that, all this stuff. What we've got to do is initiate to be the manifestors that are creating the new realities and the new earth for our own existence. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. So Danny is not new.
Oh.
So
They got a new name?
I don't know, but
Then-
she is not.
You're not new, but then Danny, I don't think I've ever broken down your big three for you.
She said you have.
I have?
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad. Remind me what your sign is, though. I don't remember. I really
and then
don't
we
remember.
have Amanda Lee.
Hi, Amanda Lee. Welcome
33
back. And then Danny,
Creations.
Dan, thank you. Welcome back.
She's saying good evening to you as well. And have I met Amanda 33 Creations?
No.
The 33 Creations seem familiar to me, but have we
I
met
don't-
you?
I don't
If
think
we
I've met
haven't
Amanda.
met you, then please share your big three as well.
Man.
Sorry about
I think
that.
she did. No, she did share it here.
She did share it a
2
while.
or 3 episodes ago.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought you said, have you met, like, has she been a client?
No.
That's what I thought.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Thank you. Thank
I
you.
take the Met literal, right? She's like Met, like here. It's the difference. Mercury, Pisces, Mercury, Virgo. We're opposites.
Yeah.
So we're going to see things. We're going to come at the same thing in different ways. And that's what happens, right? If you're Mercury Taurus and you got Mercury Scorpio. Oh, and do any of you guys have the Mercury or Venus in Taurus? Because you could speak on it as an expert. Now, I've got a son with it, and my mother had Venus in Taurus. So I do understand it very well. Mercury and Taurus can also not just be that artist. They could be into, landscaping, even things like wrestling and singers, songwriters. Ugh, I had to get that out of the brain. Really good songwriters. Okay. And, the Taurus energy is kind of interesting. There's a lot of Taurus dictators, right? You got, I think, was it Mussolini, Hitler, was it Stalin too? I can't remember, but Taurus, they got some, so that Taurus Mercury can be, whatever.
So, okay. Amanda said Taurus moon, rising, Cancer sun.
Taurus moon and rising,
Oh,
Cancer sun.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess it means.
Okay. So definitely take advantage of the birth chart sale, Amanda. I would love to meet you and do that. Either natal, solar return, or secondary progression. When you have the moon on the ascendant, you can wear your emotions on your sleeve, on your face. People love to come up to Amanda and verbally vomit their 33 creations all over you because they want to share their life stories with you. Like, oh my God, you're like, whoa, nice to meet you. Bye. But, the moon is exalted there. Sometimes when the moon's on the ascendant, you could have some issues with mom. I think with the Taurus moon, especially if it's between 10 and 23 degrees where it's really exalted, I'm sure you and mom pretty good. Mom probably, was a good cook. You probably can cook. But there is this like, you're very emotionally stable. You're very reliable. That's why people want to come up to you and share their life story because they know when I go to talk to Amanda, Amanda's going to listen. And she's going to give me that practical advice that will, benefit my life for the real. Okay. Now that Cancer sun in the 3rd house, I don't know, if dad traveled for work or you guys moved around a bit growing up. You're definitely the regal queen of your home. Taurus risings, man or woman, they are the king and queens of their home. It's actually really funny. But the Cancer sun in the 3rd house, maybe you don't have younger siblings and, you could really be good in architecture, real estate, property management, be a realtor, or even someone that, is, works in a restaurant or, early education, you know what I mean? Maybe you have kids, you could homeschool. But Cancer and Taurus is one of the best sextiles. So your parents definitely, they definitely wanted you when they had you. And it's a very warm, friendly energy you got, Amanda. And I feel that even before I knew your placements intuitively. So that's, yeah. You like comfort food.
So let's see now.
Dan
Denny said that.
Denny.
So wait, let me.
Denny.
I'm gonna just Denny. I will get back to you in just one moment. So Amanda just said that she's Grandma Moore Dad was the cook.
Ah.
Mars and Sun conjunct in Cancer. He was in the army.
Oh, you didn't tell me about the Mars. Okay, yep.
Mhm.
That would tell me, yep.
And
I
then
can
one
see that.
older brother, one younger, and I have 4 boys.
Oh.
We have 4 boys.
Wow. Congrats. So then you know our pain, right? The house was like, whoa, a lot of energy, a lot of fun, but a lot of energy. Well, that's great. Well, thank you for sharing that. That's awesome.
And then Danny said, well, I did find out my rising was different. So she is a Capricorn rising,
Whoa.
a Leo sun, and an
Whoa.
Aquarius moon.
Whoa. Opposition born on the full moon. I love that. The Leo sun, your father could have been into the esoteric occult knowledge, or kind of worked in, any type of machines or hospitals or oil rigging or, digging under the ground, or detective, FBI, CIA. Could have worked for the government. He could have been a spy. That Aquarius moon in the second house, you're kind of different from your family. You're an outliner, as my mother used to say. You like the color outside the lines of the picture, and a little bit of a rebel black sheep. You're here to teach and guide your mother as you get older. You have to pour some wisdom and knowledge and love on her. Okay. But with the Cap rising, you put a lot of pressure on yourself. So please don't do that. You can definitely receive an inheritance in this life. And you're very intuitive. You know what I mean? Pluto's here. So you're going to go through a lot of transformations. Probably should be doing things like a parasite cleanse, intermittent fasting. And you may even change careers from now till 2044, or different ways of how you earn money. Maybe more something organic, vegan, esoteric, occult knowledge, technology, stuff like that. But you put the pressure on yourself, right? You want the family, the spouse, the 2 kids, the dog, the picket fence. But subconsciously, your soul just wants to travel and explore the world and the cultures and connect with people in foreign lands. That Sagittarius 12th house is, really kind of what lights you up. But when you're not following that, you're kind of just in this 3D matrix, and you're achieving and working really hard. I'm very smart. I collect Aquarius moons. They always come to Coffee Talk. Next Coffee Talks, you guys. Wifey will be making the graphics this week, so I'll put those up and record the videos for them.
Is that the Gemini Uranus?
Yeah.
It's up. It's in
it's
there.
done? Okay, I didn't know
it's waiting for you to.
I did not know
it
was complete, so I will share that with you guys tomorrow. It's May 10th, 12 noon, 9 a.m. Pacific, May 10th, Saturday. It's 2 hours, $22. I'm going to be teaching a lesson on the transit coming up on the 7-7 portal when Uranus enters Gemini for a long time, almost for the rest of the year. I think it will stay there till like November, December. Yeah, I think maybe to the end of November, early December. And Uranus Gemini then will go back go back to Taurus, and it permanently enters in April 2026 till 2023. Okay, so this is the powerful, and I'm going to break it down for all 12 rising signs. If you can't make it live, you can still pay the $22. This one is worth getting. If you can't make it live, you'll receive the recording, videos, chart, graphics. And then the second hour, you can offer to volunteer your birth chart. We're going to do a blind reading. Only I will know who it is. It's really fun. You get everybody in Coffee Talk reading your chart, which is really deep. And then at the end, I reveal who it is. And then you let us know whatever you want to share, how we did reading the chart. It's really fun. We've had some very powerful ones, even some emotional ones, but everybody loves it. It's a great way to learn astrology. But then if you're the person, it's a great way to have like multiple eyes, just, even more than mine, on your chart. So definitely come. And then the next one will be Friday the 16th. I'm going to play Jason, and I'll be breaking down all 12 midheavens. Sorry, I always say that, but it makes me laugh inside my head. So I have to say it because it makes me think of Big Daddy Kane. Friday the 13th, I'm going to play Jason. Me and Big Daddy Kane, born on the same birthday, September 10th. He's just a little older. Virgo power, Virgo MCs. E-Complete, Rugged and Raw, Big Daddy Kane, Nikki D, Nasir Jones, Exhibit, Ludacris, We can slap box with any group. Virgos, Aquarius, Libras, we're up in there. Geminis, put some respect on Dougie Fresh, put some respect on the Virgo MCs. We are true Jedis, okay? And my boy Jay Styles too, who's down with Ultramagnetic MCs, and he helped produce my second album, True Speaker. Okay, so any questions before you go to Venus and Taurus?
Let me see. Okay. Amanda said that, wait, forgive me. Yes, Amanda said that she said she could relate to different things that she said. Denny said, love my family, but yes, she just want to just get away and be free. Chantel, it says, question, do the houses move around the zodiac clock like the signs and planets?
No, the houses stay 1 through 12. They don't change. The signs change based on your rising, and then the planets rotate. And this is the thing. The moon switches signs and houses every 2.5 days. This is why I recommend go to BigEAstrology.com, my moon tracking service. It is so incredible because I show you through your natal birth chart how your body, health, intuition, and your emotional mind will literally change through a month cycle every 2.5 days, and how it's hitting your personal planets and what that will do for you in your life. This is a really powerful service, and that's the only thing that changes.
So she has a second part to this.
I got you.
She says, I'm curious what house Mercury and Venus are in and how that also impacts us.
Mercury and Venus are in whatever house you have them in your chart.
It's going to be different for everybody?
Everybody's different, yeah. My Venus is in the 1st. Hers is in the 10th. My Mercury is in the 11th. Hers is in the 11th. So it just depends. Remember, Venus will be only 60 degrees away from your sun sign. So if you're a Taurus sun, your Venus is either in Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. If you're a Taurus sun, your Mercury is either Aries, Taurus, Gemini. It's only ever 28 degrees away. Capiche? So yeah, that's how that works, Chantel. And, but remember, Mercury's in its planetary joy in the 1st house because it's the messenger, right? I am, the first house, your physical appearance, outer mass, the aura. And Venus is in its planetary joy. They trine each other. Venus is in its planetary joy in the 5th house, meaning it's just where it feels most exuberant and kind of like it's at play there. It's in its joy. It's happiest. Think of it like that. Venus is very much, what's the 5th house? Dating, romance, fun, sex. Venus is devotion. 5th house is ancient history, right? Past lives. 5th house is creativity, hobbies, your first child, and it's, vibrating from your heart chakra and going to shows, plays, concerts, speculative games, being a poet, an MC, rapper, singer. Venus rules arts, culture, entertainment. So that's why it's in its planetary joy there. Does that make sense?
So Quintella, I'm going to get to you in one
second. Hey, Quintella!
Venus, I think, are you new?
Yes, I don't know Venus. Venus who?
So she gave Venus.
Just Venus?
You gave 2 parts of your
sun. Are you Venus Williams?
You gave 2 parts of your sun, moon, and rising, but can I get your sun, moon, and rising? So give me all 3, and we'll get back to you with your big 3 breakdown.
And if you don't know it, just let us know.
Yeah, let us know if you don't. But anyway, so now I'm going to get back to Miss Quintella.
Quintella's in the house.
Lovely seeing Mr. and Mrs. Taylor. Aww. And the knowledge is love. Astro, thank you. It is lovely seeing you, and we appreciate all of you being here and hanging out with us this evening. For real. Unconditional love and light. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are definitely feeling very loved, although I'm tired too. But
yeah.
The sun just took it out of me. It might have only been 77, 80 degrees, whatever it was. But
these light-skinned girls can't handle the sun like that.
We were not made to be out. We were not.
She a house ninja? It's like
I was, but don't think it was easier. Don't think it was easier. Trust me. Anyways,
that's funny.
Maybe that's why I still have I get a little jumpy sometimes. Anyways,
oh my god.
Anyways, okay.
This Venus.
So, you stop.
Okay.
What is wrong with your throat? You coughing a lot.
It's
What's
those.
up with
It's
that?
those burnt French fries.
Shut up.
She hurt. I need a. You know what it is? I'm gonna need my second. Okay,
He's
so
gonna need a
I'm
second
gonna,
cup
I'm gonna
of
need my
coffee.
second cup of tea.
Tea. I'm so sorry.
But see, the thing is, I normally
do have
have
some more tea.
I
for
normally
you.
have 2 or 3 cups of tea a day.
I know, and
I've only had one.
Well, you had the hot water and lemon this
But that's
morning,
not
and
tea.
then I took
That's
off
not tea.
into the world.
Yeah, that's not tea.
And sometimes I have to go into the world, and that means that a bear has to fend for himself in the kitchen. It's a very scary place.
Wait, but you know what? Wait, but you know what she didn't acknowledge? She didn't acknowledge when she came home. She didn't even notice. I cleaned the kitchen counters.
Oh, I so did not notice.
Yeah, I cleaned them. I got rid of all the crumbs, all the stuff.
Thank
I
you.
put
That
it
was
in the
so
trash.
nice.
I took out the recycling.
Oh,
I was a good bear.
You were a good bear. Thank you.
And
good
and
bear.
I got
Good
some
bear.
food too.
Good bear. Thank you, bear.
Had a tuna burger.
Oh, you had a tuna burger.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you fed yourself.
See.
Thank you very much. I'm so proud of you.
Okay. See how she be
the people.
Yes, I am spoiled, but
but it's my fault.
But she also.
Anyways, look at.
We're gonna get to it, but she don't ever like to give me. She don't give me no credit, y'all.
I'm so
I get
sorry.
no credit. Go ahead.
So sorry.
And my throat's jacked up. She didn't want me to talk to y'all, but she gave me burnt fries.
Shut up. They were crispy. I ate them too. They were not burnt. There was no brown on them. You know what?
There was a lot of beige.
You are so stupid. How you
do? They were maybe a shade or two darker than me.
They were not. Listen. Okay, can we?
Go ahead.
Let's get back.
I'm not stopping you.
Let's get back.
I am like my second album. I'm a truth speaker. I'm just sharing the truth with the people. People, don't you all want to know the truth?
Okay. So wait, let's listen real quick. Venus. Okay. So
hi, Venus.
So she'll come back and say, Chantel said, "Oh, I meant today, not the birth chart."
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that.
That's okay, Chantel.
All that talk. She's just trying to get one answer.
Yes, sweetie. So yes, the houses do change because what happens is you'll have a different rising sign throughout the day every 2 hours. So let's say if it starts, it's 4 to 6 a.m. Maybe it's at Taurus, then it will go to Gemini. So it goes around. So yeah, it does throughout each day. Well, think of it, right? What if you meet somebody that has the same birthday as you, born the same year, but they're born a different hour? So you may be the Sag rising. I can't remember. I'm just guessing, right? And if they're born a couple hours later than you, they could be the Capricorn or Aquarius rising. That's how it works. So that's why, you guys, me being a Virgo sun in the 11th house, Big Daddy Kane, he may be a Virgo sun born on the same day as me. He may be a Virgo sun in the 5th or the 7th or the 8th. Totally two different people. So that's why no two people, sun signs are the same. You need to find out what house their sun is in. It tells a deeper layer to the story. Think about how complex each human being is. That's how complex the birth chart and astrology is.
So Venus is asking us.
Yes, Venus.
Is this Western astrology?
It is Western.
Vedic?
It is Western. I use principles of the Vedic. I'm a Western tropical astrologer using the whole sign system, which is more ancient and more accurate. And I also use principles of evolutionary astrology, looking at Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. They're about the evolution of your soul. Pluto, your soul psychology. Neptune, how your soul evolves spiritually. Uranus, how your soul is seeking freedom and liberation in its lifetime. Breaking the social norms, fracturing the structures of society.
So Ahmad asked, "Hey, Biggie,
what up, Ahmad?
Can a planet be exalted or a detriment in a certain house?"
In a way, yes. I mean, we wouldn't label it like that. So remember we said the planetary joys? So the moon is in the third house in its planetary joy. In Vedic, they look at it like it's in a bad situation because it's 8 houses. I forgot how they break it down. It's like 12 houses from the, so they'll count the houses, right? For example, right? Saturn, 6 houses, wherever your Saturn is out, 6 houses from that is where you have a karmic service and duty to perform. So you look at that Saturn, let's say mine's in Taurus in the 7th house. 6 houses away is right before the first house. So my 12th house, I have a service and perform a duty there in the 12th house. And that's in the spiritual realm to the collective, which is kind of what I'm doing, right? So, and I just thought about that out loud. Maybe that's why I had, Archangel Raphael watching over me when I was in coma.
What?
Because Saturn, So, but, and I think maybe that's why my coma experience was an initiation. Saturn. Okay. So, but that's, but I want you to think of it like that. So yeah, it's not that, it's not like, for example, Venus and Jupiter's planetary joy is in the 11th, Venus in the 5th. They both do not perform well in the 6th house because that's a mild malefic house. So that's the thing. Once you learn the houses and you learn the planets, you'll find which planet behaves and performs better in the sign and in the house, right? So Saturn does well in the 7th house because it's association to Libra. The 7th house is not Libra. Mine happens to be Taurus. Hers is Scorpio. Yours could be Gemini. But because of the exaltation, Saturn and Libra, it's at home in Capricorn and Aquarius. When it's in the 7th house, it does well there, just like Venus can too. Okay? So the benefic planets, Venus and Jupiter, also the moon, none of them really do well in the 6th house. The 6th house, Mars is in its planetary joy there. Mars, Saturn, and the sun do well. And a little sneak astrology tip I'm going to leave you guys with tonight before I get to Venus and Taurus. If you have the sun or Saturn in the 6th house, you're going to live a longer than average life. There's other placements, but I'm not going to get into all that. But in the 6th house, you will live, and sun will burn off the sicknesses and illnesses and burn off the work enemies. Competition is none. Venus and Taurus. So Venus is at home in Taurus. Venus is your love language. It is devotion. It's actually the seed of life. It's semen, sperm. Venus is arts, culture, entertainment. It's a wife for a same-sex couple or a husband, right? Venus is sweets. It's chocolate. It's Friday. It's date night. Venus is vehicles. You want to have good money, you got to keep your car clean. Venus is vehicles. Venus is also, could be like the females in your life, like the female friends. It is, relationships. It's pleasure, beauty. It's aesthetics. It's your fashion, right? Fashion sensibility. So when you have Venus and Taurus, you dress sharp, but you want the cotton, organic cotton, linen, and wool. You want to feel the fabrics. You're going to dress a little bit more classier. You'll be smooth, little sexy, sensual, but the ladies aren't like all revealing stuff. It's more like classy. Venus and Taurus is very, but it's high fashion, right? It's Versace, it's Gucci, it's, whatever, Prada, it's, Pucci. My mom used to have the Pucci dresses, yeah, Louis Vuitton, you know what I mean? Fancy. So that's the Venus and Taurus is very high fashion. Now, for the music, oh my God, they love music. Venus, Taurus. My mom loved music. She listened to everything, from Nelly to the Temptations to, Barry White, Teddy Pendergrass. I saw both of them in concert when I was a little boy. You'll never find Lou Rawls. Oh, I love me some Lou Rawls. Don't get me started, Lou Rawls. I'll sing Lou Rawls all day on you. You don't even
You know what is so funny? My father took me to see Lou Rawls too.
Oh God, I love Lou Rawls. You all don't know. If you know, you know. But Lou Rawls, Teddy Pendergrass, Barry White, yeah. So, but that's Venus Taurus. They're gonna love. They'll be foodies. You gotta watch them around sweets. Even my mom had a little bit of sweet tooth. Venus and Taurus is very tactile. They like to hug. Venus and Taurus is they can spend a lot of money. My mom, she got older. I think she had some influences, but she was like trying to be like a mini hoarder. She loved shopping. She would just buy stuff just to be buying. I'm like, what? Like just nonsensical. A lot of purchasing. Venus and Taurus, though, they're gonna want quality and class. Classy, classy, classy. Okay. Nice. Like we had beautiful furniture and crystals and this and that and like, gold and she had these beautiful elephants and oh my God, don't get me started. But Venus and Taurus, they could be really into like, DJing. When they go out to the club, they're gonna be like they're gonna be a little bit of a socialite. Relationships, they're snuggle bunnies. Taurus loves to snuggle. Because Taurus is very, it's about hugs, It likes to be caressed and touched. It's about the senses. You got to smell good around Venus and Taurus. They're going to smell immaculate, Venus, Taurus, okay? And, they can appreciate like nice artwork, certain pieces, You'll see that with Venus, Taurus. And they can be pretty decent artists. My mom, even with dementia, and she was like, when she was 77 or 78, she did a self-portrait. And we didn't tell her to do that. We just put like a pencil and some stuff in front of her one day and said, hey, Ma, you want to draw? And then we looked up an hour or two later and she had wrote my self-portrait and she had this whole picture of herself. And it was really good.
It was actually amazing.
It was amazing, yeah.
She drew it it was amazing.
She drew it like exactly how she looked at this point now.
Yeah.
It was deep. It was really deep.
Guess who's here?
Who's here?
Irene Mack. She been here.
Hello, Irene.
Oh, I swear it's the truth.
We missed you. Girl, where you been? Hello, Irene. What's up, stranger?
How you doing?
Where you been?
Anyway,
Good to see you, my friend. Hope all is well with you and the family.
Chantel told me I can have you make your own damn fries. Thank you, Chantel. Big up to you. I'm big up to you. Put the finger down. Don't you wag at her.
I'm going to matumbo you.
No, you don't.
Oh, Chantel. Oh, Chantel. Mrs. Jones. Don't just say that. Okay, stop.
Stop. Okay, but anyways, let's move on. Mama Mist is here. Hey, Mama Mist. And so you stop. You see how he's playing? He's playing. Hope is here.
Hey, Hope. Hey, Mama Mist. How you guys feeling? Yes. I feel like it's a family reunion at the cookout.
Yes, it is.
Mercury and Venus and Taurus.
Did anybody else have some burnt fries?
Did anybody else have burnt fries that jack up their throats?
He always wants to make it about me. No, it's not. I mean, everything is about me to a certain extent, but that's not about
you just heard the truth there.
Okay, so let's see. Venus, it says Saturn, 8th house, Libra.
All right, we're talking about Mercury and Venus and Taurus tonight. Does anybody have that? I'm curious if anybody here actually has that. And if you have a Taurus Sun Moon Rising, please reach out for a Taurus birth chart.
We got people talking. So Jolly saying hello to Venus. I love it. Our community. We welcome people. This is the way we do things around here.
Hey,
and I love the back and forth.
I want to share. Okay? We're getting closer. I'm recording videos now as introductions for all the groups.
We're so close.
It's coming together. It's going to be in Buddy Boss. $5 a month to get in a group, just so we get as many people in there. But $18 a month to get all the exclusive content, discounts, and the free in the coffee talks with the words, which are worth $35. You're only going to get it for $18 and so much more. And after being in the group for a year, you get 50% off of a natal, solar return, or secondary progression.
Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. Anyway, so they're saying hello to Jolly James says, I always say you want your fighter planets in the 6th house.
Yeah, see, you know, girl, because that's the house where we sharpen our teeth, right? This is the house where you become an adult, right? You have to work. You have coworkers, you have bosses, you have debt, divorce, conflicts, you have sicknesses, illnesses, health, hygiene, your daily routine. When you got to go to the bank, the laundromat, the corner store, the bodega. I used to love going to the bodega, baby, in New York City, mama. Okay. And you have got to have that Mars and Saturn with you because you got to knock somebody out real quick at work. You said what? Excuse you, what? Okay. You know, but I'm serious, right? So Mars, Saturn, Sun do well there. Venus, Jupiter, Moon, not so nice, right? You're being all Venus in the 6th house, like, oh, hi. And they're like cutting you off at work, or they're cutting you off at the grocery store. You're like in the back of the line because you let all these people cut in front of you. You were sitting there with your moon being social and you realize that 10 people went ahead of you. And you're like, oh my God, I didn't realize people cut in front of me. Yeah, because you wasn't on your business. Because you were doing moon Venus stuff in the 6th house. You got to be Mars Saturn. But get out of here. That's my grocery cart right up there in the front. Ring me up, sucker. You know what I mean. But yes, Jolly, you're right.
And then Jolly said, Ahmad said thank you.
You're welcome, Ahmad.
And then Jolly said, I think Marilyn Monroe had Venus in the 6th.
I've done her chart. Watch my birth chart series. She had Lilith in the 1st house and Neptune in Leo. Interesting chart, Marilyn Monroe. She did not, they took her out, just so you know. But yeah, interesting woman.
And Gigi the Empress is here.
Now the cookout is official. Gigi's in the building.
Welcome, Gigi.
Gigi's in the house.
Very nice. And
What's up,
Mama
Gigi?
Miss said, what about Chiron in the 6th house?
Well, Chiron doesn't have a planetary joy. And, when you have Chiron, it can be challenging in any house, because it's dealing with our emotional, physical, or spiritual wounds. So when you have it in the 6th house, it's going to be usually around some sort of health thing, a work thing, an aunt and uncle thing, on your mother's side, a pet thing, somebody ran over your dog when you were like 8 years old and you were like devastated. Could be a Chiron one in the 6th house story. So, it's not easy. But Chiron, let's be honest, Chiron's it's not easier in any house, okay? So that's just to be real. Anything on Venus or Mercury and Taurus before we wrap it up?
Let's see. Let me just go through everything.
But I'm so glad that everybody's here at the cookout.
Venus said Venus is in the 1st house. But we got to get all 3, I think, all in one.
Wait. Well, just tell me the sun. And what does she say?
I can't remember. I can't go back up.
Can you, Venus? Can you write down again?
Write down everything
your sun, moon, rising.
And then Danny was saying hello to his old flame.
I know, Irene. You forgot all about Danny.
We've
been trying to matchmake you.
I mean, so what's going down?
My feelings have already been hurt.
Danny said, hey.
Hey. What's up, Irene?
You guys will be our first love match.
I know.
I think we need to make it happen.
You know what? Okay, so Irene and
We're
Danny.
taking money on an Airbnb.
I know. Y'all can meet in Arizona and spend a weekend at our place. How about that? And she'll cook for you.
Yes. Okay.
So Irene. That actually be really funny. So Irene and Danny, you guys need to both join my community. And then you guys can hang out and exchange and talk some more in there. It's going to be such a good community. I'm so proud of it.
Lovely.
Yeah. I'm so
and
proud
then
of it.
Chiron in Taurus here. That's what Venus said. And then Stephen Lascala's here.
There he is. Stephen, thank you so much. We were bragging on you, telling the people.
Thank you so very much.
The amazing honey you sent me and just everything. And I can see clearly
So-
now that the honey's in.
I got more honey, and I got just a little bit in this eye and more in that. I don't know why.
She's
I
got
was
to
having issues.
redo the other
I
eye.
was actually seeing.
She can
like,
see
one
differently.
eye was seeing better than the other. It was so weird.
It's
but,
crazy,
like,
Stephen, how
so
quickly it
totally
works. It really
and
works, you guys.
We'll have to see. Like, I want to see like a whole month, and then come back.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm at that age where I'm doing the readers.
She's got to put on little reading glasses.
I have the lowest grade, but you know, my eyes are getting tired a lot. So, anyways, thank you so much. I cannot wait. And I'm going to be making some rose tea. And,
I want to make
so
that
excited.
vanilla. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to make something with that. Oh my God, it smells
so good. Yeah.
Stephen, thank you.
Stephen's
Thank you
the best,
so
you
much.
guys.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
I love my people, my
let's
tribe.
see. So Sia's here. Happy Sunday.
Oh my God, Sia too. Now the Gigi, Sia, and Stevie Weezy's.
Oh my God.
It's like a reunion.
I just now got. Stephen dropped us a super chat.
Thank you, Stephen. Come on, man.
Thank you.
You're humbling me,
Listen,
man.
Stephen, you're gonna have to come out here to Arizona because I need to cook you a meal.
Oh, Stephen, she can.
I need to cook you a meal, Stephen.
Can y'all?
I know it's a long
Can y'all
way
see
to
the
come
smile,
for a
the
meal.
permanent smile that's on my face?
But
it's because of how this woman takes care of me. This food. She's like a gourmet chef, you guys. Seriously, half the time we go out to restaurants.
I need to cook you multiple meals. You're just gonna have to come. And,
no, but
you're
seriously,
gonna have to be here for breakfast.
I just want to.
We'll start with the baked, baked French toast, and I'll hook you up.
I want to brag on her for a second though, because she's got this Taurus rising thing going on, right? Taurus birth chart sale. So
with the blueberries,
she needs the book of birth chart reading too.
I do,
but
I haven't done a birth chart. Can you believe that? I just get told bits and pieces of it all the time.
You know what it is? She cannot sit still for that long of a time and concentrate on it. I don't know if she could.
Okay, wait. Says the man who has my house full of children. So you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you saying?
It can be done in the morning when they're off at school. You can sit down,
and then he wants me
and go over. And
he'll be like, "But can you make me this graphic? And can you do this? And how about that? And we got to meet and talk about the book. We got to do that."
Like, so wait. Anyway, wait.
So okay, let's move back to the chat, please.
Yeah, but there was something I was about to say. I was going to brag on your cooking.
Oh, thank you.
So we go to like some nice restaurants, but the majority of time we wind up disappointed. And the comedy thing is wherever we go, she's like, I can make that. She don't like me enjoying other people's food.
I'm like,
because if I like somebody else's food too much, if she hears me like, she's like, what? I can make that.
I do. I do. I get a little jealous. I'm like, oh, excuse me. Oh. You think you're going to eat this restaurant? So then I have to make the food at home because I'm like, no, you ain't going nowhere. What do you mean? See, let me tell you something, ladies. You keep that man well fed at home, he ain't going nowhere. All right. I get jealous even off the restaurant. I'm like, I'll go back there like, listen, Juan, what the fuck are you doing? I don't know. Don't you cook like that for my husband? But why don't you give me the recipe while I'm here?
She's like, Sabrina, what you cooking? It's like, go ahead.
Anyway,
go to chat.
So Mama Miss says,
did Venus share her big three? Venus, we want your big three.
Let me get through all of this.
Okay.
So Mama Miss said, I'm the same Venus. I'm Chiron in Taurus, 6th house.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got everybody's chatting with each other, giving love between Venus and Mama Miss, and Jolly James is laughing.
Jolly James.
We laughing and having a good
Jolly
old
Green
time.
Giant. Every time I hear that,
I hear is ludicrous move. Get out the way. Yes, honey. Sometimes you have
she
to.
Loves that song.
That's one of my favorite songs.
She loves that song.
It's been a staple. And you know what else? The other ratchet, like terrible song that would. I don't give a damn about you.
She likes Big Sean.
I do. I can't think of it right now.
About that song with the girl he was dating. What was her name?
Wait.
The actress from that.
I don't give a damn about you.
Oh my God.
I got 50 million trillion things I'd rather be doing or something. I can't remember. Give me a minute, but y'all know the song. I will break out in
What was
that.
her
It's my
name? Was it
favorite.
Natasha or
And see,
something?
it makes me so sad because
Yeah,
the girl died.
she
And
died.
it was
Yeah.
horrific.
Yeah. Did you guys remember
It
that?
was terrible. She
She
died
was
in a
on that
boating
show. What was
accident with
that
her
singing show?
child.
Glee.
And
Glee.
they found the
She was on
child
Glee.
in the boat just
Yeah.
sitting there. And the mom had gone
She
over.
fell off the
and
boat. Oh my God. That one was a little weird though.
Yeah,
That's a little
that
fishy.
wasn't that.
That didn't sit right.
No, did not smell right.
Did that smell a little funny to you?
It did.
Sort of like the
bi-
sort of like the chefs of Obama and Clinton. Didn't smell a little wrong.
Anyway, Naya Rivera.
Yes, Naya Rivera. Yeah.
And then so Amanda said my second house is Gemini with Venus. And then Phoenix says, "Hey Biggie, you never gave me a breakdown of my big three, which is I'm so sorry.
I thought we did that the first time you came on. You've been on before, but break it down. I got you.
So Aries Sun.
Okay.
And rising, Scorpio moon.
Whoa. Well, with the Aries, the Scorpio moon is in the 8th house. The Aries sun and rising, the first 26 years, you could have been, it's exalted, but you could have been smelling yourself and been a little, extra self-centered. You are so authentically you. You are the Phoenix Amarata Ruturutia, right? You're a boss. You're a go-getter. Like, it'd be really hard for you to be just sitting at a desk working a 9 to 5, taking orders from somebody, because you're a natural leader. So please remember that. And I don't want you to play small, right? You went through the North Node and you went through that chapter of you walking into your I am energy, becoming the president, leader, and brave, courageous leader of your own life. The Scorpio moon in the 8th house, you and mom sometimes may agree to disagree or bump heads. That's why you're here. You love esoteric occult knowledge. You're probably in human design, numerology, gematria. You're going to be here Tuesday night when I got Queen Bee coming on at 7 p.m. Eastern, numeralytics, talking about the numerology keys and breaking things down, live readings for you guys, breaking me down. We're going to talk about her upcoming book, her rhyming. She rhymes. Y'all know that? She rhymes. I'm going to be on her hip hop channel, right? The Taylor Queen Bee channel or whatever. So, but just remember with your Scorpio moon, it's in its fall there. It's exalted in Taurus, right? Taurus moon today and tomorrow. Any Taurus sun signs here, intermittent fasting, no drugs, no sex, no cursing, no alcohol, no meat. Try to, eat with the circadian rhythms of the sun. Maybe do some juicing, some fasting. Reactivate your body on the cellular, level. 60 hours. So if you could do it today and tomorrow, you'll be straight. And that's whenever the moon returns back to any of you guys' natal sun placement. Remember that. But with your Scorpio moon there, you've got to release, and especially in 8th house, because you can wind up with, is Phoenix a lady?
I'm not 100 on that. It's
okay.
Just an
Phoenix, let me know if you're a female or a male. But either way, you could wind up with, like, if you're a lady, ovarian or colon cancer. If you're a man, prostate or colon. So please be mindful and careful. You hold the emotions in, it's toxic for your body. Any placement, but especially with the Scorpio moon in 8th house. But you are very much an empath. You could be a doula, a deaf doula, or a midwife, and you may be able to, and I don't know how old you are, but if you got Uranus there too, you can literally know when people are going from, to the, passing away to the spiritual realm. And you may get voices or people come in to communicate with you. Okay.
So Stephen Lascala says he's going to use his honey tonight.
Oh, all I can say is thank you from the bottom of my heart.
And
my cousin's going to order it for my 88-year-old aunt tomorrow. So I'm so excited. So thank you for real from the bottom of my heart. I mean, it's great for me, but you know how if you guys don't know, I'm going to tell you how I am. I'm more concerned about my aunt than even me. So my aunt's been having eye issues, and this will help her. She's so sweet. She's a Gemini. She's born the same day as Trump, Flag Day. She's about to be 89, and she hates Trump. Oh, my God. She's so funny. I have to talk to her on the phone for an hour. Did you see this fool? She's the best. So, all right, go ahead.
And Hope said that she had to go from readers to progressive glasses.
Ooh.
Yes, and I'm trying to reverse that.
Well, Hope, put this honey in your eye.
Sometimes
show her the honey.
too,
Show Hope the honey.
Yes.
We'll text it to you too, Hope.
It's this Nasa nectar.
It works super good. I can't wait
you
to
know what?
like use it again.
Wait,
like,
wait.
Yeah.
Let me get it right up on the camera here. There you go.
It's really
and
good.
It's so ionic botanicals. What was I going to say?
We're waiting
also,
for Venus's
it's blood
big
pressure
three.
related, because I will say this. Okay, so I have blood pressure issues. I've been struggling with it. It went up while I was pregnant with my twins, and I've been having issues maintaining it since they were born. I was supposed to go back. But anyways, what I notice is when my blood pressure is high, my vision is off. So Hope, make sure you're keeping an eye on that as well.
Can I just give you a sports interruption? Did you see my New York Knicks today get the job done? Did you see Anthony Edwards put it on LeBron James, or as I like to call him, LeBrenda James? Did you see that? And I try to tell my 15-year-old son, and hopefully none of y'all here think crazy like him, LeBron will never touch Michael Jordan. The competition has been over. It was over from day one, but it was really over when he lost to the Dallas Mavericks with him and Dwayne Wade in Miami. It was just done. There was no talk. Now, you want to say he's second or third best all time? That's fine. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Louis Cinder, who I met that came to my house, was friends with my dad. Kareem is pretty darn amazing. And you got Magic Johnson and Kobe Bean Bryant, Tim Duncan. Yeah, LeBron, get out of here. All right, back to astrology.
And back to astrology. Venus has said no burnt fries, so she's on your side.
Venus, thank you, baby. Thank you. But give me your big three. We're still waiting for your big three.
So Hope said the
Venus.
person I read for today, I'm going to send him your way. He's a Gemini sun, an Aquarius rising, and a Cancer moon.
Ooh.
And that,
Aquarius
she gave me his
rising.
name, and I can't think of it.
Aquarius rising.
My phone.
Gemini sun in the 5th house, and Cancer moon in the 6th.
And
not so good
got
to
like
have that Cancer moon there.
They've got a podcast or something.
Oh, cool.
So it'd be very, very cool. So thank you, Hope. I really appreciate that. You guys have been having so many downloads at work, like you said in my, guys, I've been having so many downloads at work, like you said. So you did your reading with Sia, and she agrees. I need to get a break from this concrete up here.
Oh,
yes. Calm. You do.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nature.
You know what though? Here's the problem. Here's the only problem. I want to see you, but I really don't want to see you until after the heat breaks. We're about to get hot.
You can only come to Arizona between like October 25th to like May 25th.
Yeah.
From like June to like,
you would have to be here next week.
Yeah, because it gets so
real.
hot.
Like,
we don't even want to be here.
Like,
we're trying to go to Hawaii. We don't want to be here.
I don't want to be here. Nobody wants to be here during the summer.
Last summer.
When you're like sitting at 110, 150.
Every day.
For weeks on end. Like, nah.
Your brain starts to feel like I go to the mailbox, like just like, 49 or 50 like steps from my house. And I feel like I'm a light on fire, like
it's hot.
True Blood on HBO.
Yes, you know how
like a vampire.
Those vampires
like, Jake's buy me an adaptogen.
An adaptogen drink?
An adaptogen
mocktail?
We don't drink soda. Do you guys know I stopped eating swine and drinking soda at like 24 years old? Refine your mind. Stay away from the swine. Pigs do not sweat. Why would you eat? Ugh, God.
Let's see. So Phoenix.
I'm not judging. I'm just trying to help you.
So wait, wait?
Yeah, we did Phoenix.
We did Phoenix. Oh, wait a minute. Did we do it? Wait, she rewrote it. Did
what did she say?
Aries, Sun, right, and Rising, Scorpio.
Yeah, we did that.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So she just rewrote it so we would see it. So we did get it in.
We just need Venus. Venus is big 3.
No food cheating. And Sia said, and then I don't with you. Yes. See, it's a great song. Sia loves my song by Big Sean.
Oh, you like that song?
Yes, that is such
okay, I'm going to tell you like this.
And then I'll be driving in my car.
Woo! Between that and Ludacris, she gets real.
Oh, no,
ghetto-fied
get
in
out
the
the
car.
way, just move. And then I'm like, oh wait, I'm supposed to be ascending here. I'm supposed to be elevated, but sometimes you just gotta feel it. And then okay, so Hope says I've been using castor oil in my eye, but I'd love to try it. Oh, I've never heard of putting castor oil.
Castor oil
eye.
in the
Okay.
belly button. I never heard about it in the eye.
Okay.
But you gotta try this honey because it works.
And then
I'm a
Venus,
testament.
I posted my placements again, but you missed it. Now
Oh,
where are
okay.
Okay, now I'm seeing it right here, Venus.
Thank you, Venus.
I hope you are still here. I'm so sorry.
Remember, she only had the
Pisces-
nectar. She only had the nectar in one
I only
eye.
had the nectar in one eye, so I'm like this. Or actually, I guess it would be this one because this was the good eye. Okay,
Oh,
but anyways, Pisces sun, Capricorn moon, Aquarius rising.
okay. Aquarius rising, Pisces sun, and Aquarius moon. I feel like I've met you before or had somebody with this placements. So the was it Capricorn moon or Capricorn sun? I'm sorry, I just blanked. Aquarius,
Capricorn moon.
Capricorn moon. So me and you got the same moon in the 12th house. The Aquarius, you got Pluto in the ascendant for the next 20 years. You definitely need to be doing intermittent fasting. And I'll segue real quick. We did our fast this month and we didn't do so good. So we're going to be honest. We did about 2.5 days, and then for another day or so we were doing one meal, and then we kind of were like eating. Now we haven't been eating like pigs, but we've probably gone back to eating 2 meals.
I've been much more.
It was harder to do the fast.
Of what I'm eating.
Yeah.
I don't know. So,
but we're back. We're still doing a lot of fruits and veggies.
We're back to it.
We bought
and
like.
I have a feeling. You know what it is too? It's
in May, we'll get back to it.
I made the mistake of buying a bunch of vegetables.
Yeah.
And if I just go and don't eat them, they all spoil.
Yeah.
And then I hate
too expensive.
throwing away food.
So, but we will get back to it in May. But I just wanted to let you guys know. So you though, with the Capricorn moon in the 12th house, you and mom just may not always see eye to eye. You may wind up taking care of her as you get older. You process your emotions better as you get older, the Capricorn moon, okay? And Capricorn moon in the 12th house, Nina Simone has that. You're same chart as Nina Simone, basically. You are a very talented writer and or musician. You can write romance, fantasy. Don't doubt your gifts. And whatever your gifts are in the 12th house with that moon there, even, dream interpreter, different things, bring it out and share it. With the Aquarius, it's sort of like the Aries rising. You're very authentically you. And, you're definitely highly intelligent and intuitive. Your intuition is off the charts. The Pisces sun in the 2nd house. You could work in software, anything creative, healing arts, anything spiritual. Your speech is going to be kind of like, bless you, dreamy and magical. Right now, you got the North Node there, so you may want to make sure you're eating your water. You should do that all the time. You need to eating your water, drinking your water. But yes, eat your water with the H3O. I wasn't wrong when I said that. It just came out like it was wrong. But I'm going to switch it up and flip it into a song. This lyrical King Kong makes you have to ring the alarm. And but the Pisces sun in the 2nd house, your speech is extremely creative. Your intuition's off the charts. You have like a real 6 and probably 6.5 sense. Okay. And right now with Saturn, Venus is, out the door heading towards Aries, and the North Node there, healthy boundaries, even amongst your family and even how you earn money at work, and compassion, empathy, grace, and mercy for yourself first, always, but especially right now while Saturn's in Pisces and it's leaving May 24th. Okay.
Okay. So let's
Thank you, Venus.
We've got like so much. Okay. We've got a lot going on.
And I guess you're not Venus Williams.
So Quintella said that she wanted to thank us for referring Marie Lucinda to her. She is absolutely amazing.
Yes.
And yes, she's
gifted.
She's gifted. She's on a whole other level. Some people
did shaman surgery or shamanic surgery on me.
And on me.
But I want to just say, I had a slight improvement in my vision after she did that. That's not supposed to happen. I have an eye disease, RP. My vision's only supposed to get worse. So it improved after 40 days in coma, and then it improved a little bit again after working with Marie Lucinda.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I need to say,
be
right?
Using the honey from
and I got the honey from
Scala,
Steven.
and before
so
you know it, my man is going to be able to see.
I'm gonna have like 2030 vision. 2020. Let's go for it.
Let's go for 2020.
Let's go for 2020.
We don't need 2030. We need 2030. I mean 2020. Sorry. You know what I meant. Anyways, let's see.
Mercury Pisces.
Y'all been Wonderland and had some mushrooms. Maybe we have. No, but we really haven't. We're high on life.
I think we're high on tired.
Yes, and maybe that,
who
else has been having like the most wild, crazy dreams and not sleeping well?
Taurus rising, stand up. She's got the Neptune there and the moon. She asked me, and I said it will get better when Mercury leaves.
He says
Aries.
I'm supposed to be able to sleep tonight. I hope he is right.
A little bit better because the moon's in Taurus. But you still got Mercury and Neptune in your 12th house. The reality is Taurus risings are going to go through a lot. So what I advised her is that we've got to just search and get the Aries crystals and put them under the pillow.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm clapping for Chantel because
tell me, Chantel.
She says that we have to see sinners so that we can talk about it with an astrological lens.
Okay.
You know what? Maybe
I've heard about that.
Okay, hold up. Wait. Maybe that's what we need to do. You know how people do book clubs? Nobody has time to read all these books. When you're raising all these kids, about all I can give is about 2.5 hours at the movie theater. So I think we should all do, let's all see sinners. Y'all down? Is anybody else down? Should we all see sinners over the next week or so? And we will come back and we will
Who did it? Who did Sinners?
I can't remember.
I heard
because
it's got like a little
Elijah was going to see it.
August Wilson twist on it,
Let me see.
talking about bringing in something about like slavery, but teaching. It's supposed to be deep. I did see some things on IG about it, but I don't really go to the movies that much anymore.
But so Ryan Coogler.
Yeah, Ryan Coogler.
Ryan Coogler wrote it, or the screenplay.
And and which one is he again? What did he do?
I
forgot, but who's in it, Chantel? Or what's tell me just about it.
Okay. Anyways,
good.
Michael B. Jordan is in it.
Yes, I know Michael B. Jordan.
Zinzi Evans. Zinzi Evans is his wife. Anyways, I think that's a great idea. I think that we should put that call out. Let's put it up in community. Tell people we have to figure out when we can see it, and then we'll come break it down.
Is it only in the theater?
Yes. Yes, you have to actually leave the house. I keep him in the house. I barely let him out. Yes, baby, I will take you to the movie. We will go.
Now listen. Just like somebody else here, I forgot it was in Venus or whatever. No. It's because just like somebody here has Venus on the ascendant. I have Venus on the ascendant. So when I go outside in public, it makes her a little jealous and nervous. It's kind of dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Because
Come on
now. So I'm going to tell you what used to happen though. When I was acting in New York City and I would be out and about or whatever, like I'd be at Starbucks and chilling and women would bang on the glass. We love your locks. My boy would get all jelly. I'm like, don't hate, man. See, I didn't know back then I had the Venus on the ascendant. You know what I'm saying? It does look, a little something, but the long line, you know what I'm saying.
Oh my dear sweet God. Okay. So he's known for directing. Was he the director? So he's known for directing Black Panther. That's why we know him.
Oh, yes, that brother. Okay.
Fruitvale Station. Oh, did anybody see Fruitvale Station? See, I used to live in Oakland, and I will tell you, like, that was such a, oh God, that was a good
story,
it's, anyways, let me see. Okay. Now,
we'll have to check it out.
Let's see, where are we?
So we're about to biz out.
Gigi has said that, yes, Chantel, I agree. Would love to see the breakdown. You know what? We're going to do it. We got 2 folks on here. We're doing it. Listen, you're taking me to the movies. You saw it here first. He's taking me to the movies. And maybe we'll catch a matinee. I don't know. But anyways, we're going to the movies. We'll be talking soon.
She likes when I spend my money on her.
I do. Anyways, let's get back to the let's see now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, 2 meals aren't bad. Let's see. Phoenix said yes, 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 and more yes, but I do work for other people versus myself. I have been doing vegan for 2 months and I am female. Now I allow emotions to flow from everything. Correct.
And
My
you're an
B
empath,
day
and
is 4461.
4461. And and yeah, and just remember, like, you do you get, like, when relatives pass away, do you get messages or people come visit
Yeah,
you
I
and
think
stuff?
she's saying.
Yeah, yes, 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 yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because that Scorpio moon in 8th house is deep. Um, and I hope everything was good with you and Dad. Sometimes the sun and the ascendant, it could be a little come see, come saw. But yeah.
And Venus says that you were right, and she didn't see eye to eye all her life with her mom until a few years ago.
Okay.
And Mama Miss said Venus.
And Capricorn moons wind up taking care of their
mothers.
mothers. Just so you know, I took care of my mom like 20 years. So.
And
Mama said what?
Mama said Venus. I'm Aquarius, so she's letting Venus know what her placements are.
Yeah.
And let's see what else.
Aquarius risings,
Thank you,
man.
Biggie.
You
Yes,
guys are going through it for the
intuition.
next 20 years.
Okay.
Listen, remember, Pluto, though, is going to reveal some things about your I am energy.
Quintella's not sleeping. Girl, I know. It's been crazy.
But this is the Neptune and Aries. Think about Aries rules the head. Look at the signs of the body parts, right? You go from Aries, the crown, the head, to Pisces, the feet. So now Neptune's there. So it's making you kind of remember. This is why I told you guys, especially any Taurus risings or Aries Sun Moon risings. Mira, no bebo alcohol. You shouldn't drink anyway. It shrinks your brain. But no drugs, no escapism, no alcohol. This is not a good time for that.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be really careful with Neptune in the 12th house.
Yeah, no, I mean, and it's not about judging. It's not about being preachy.
I'm just trying to like help you.
It is
Yeah,
strictly health, guys.
Yeah,
it's really coming to that place. Anyways,
last couple of comments. Anybody else?
Quintella wants to do the movie club. All right, you know what? We've done it. We've got 3 people down. I'm down.
So okay,
we're doing movie club.
So
Biggie movie club.
So what we could do is.
But we gotta hope that they make good movies.
Well,
we might have to not only do movies in the theater, but we might have to look at movies that might be on Netflix or Hulu or whatever.
How about this? We'll try to see if we can get to it this week.
Yes.
Maybe we'll see. And if we do get to it this week,
I'm gonna make him get to it.
If we get to it this week, it's still a busy week. I got a lot of clients and whatever. But if we get to it this week, then Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, we'll come on here and we'll do a breakdown, astrological breakdown.
Listen, no. But see, this is the deal. We have to make a commitment because we
want them
to have time to go see it too. So we have to let them know, and we can't like let them down. Say, oh, go see it, and then we don't see it.
Okay, so then let's do 2 weeks. Oh no, that's Mother's Day.
Wait,
that's Sunday.
We're gonna figure it out where he's gonna have it up in the thing. But
yeah,
we're doing
within
it, guys.
The next 2 weeks.
We're doing it.
But I just want
your homework, if you choose to accept it, is to go.
But what I will also do is look at when Sinners was released, right? So I think it was released
just recent.
This Friday or last Friday. See the release date. So because what I can do is bring up the chart, right? So that means if it was released on Friday, we would look at Friday,
April 18th.
April 18th. Okay, so we'll look at what's today's date? The 20. Okay, so it was last Friday. Today's the 27th. Mm-hmm. So it was last Friday, and we would look at 12 p.m. Eastern, New York, right? Because that would be the first showing in the movie theater. So that's the chart we would look at and check that out. So we'll look at Sinner's chart. And we'll talk about the movie. That'll actually be a fun little episode. It's
going to be a lot of fun.
All right, so we'll do that as
a collective group.
Knowledge is love, family thing. But you guys, do me a favor, please. Make sure you hit the like button. Your new people, make sure you subscribe.
You know what I'm wondering? What? We should reach out to Strange. I know you guys are supposed to get together.
We're going to get together in May.
I could see you and Strange breaking down that movie. Well,
yeah, but I don't know if he watches it. He's not.
He may or may not. You don't know. Reach out to him and see.
Yeah, but we're going to talk about it. It's not. Anyways, we're going to do something.
Okay. Anyways, let's see now. Gigi said yes, she wants to see it again. So yep, we got all the people. Phoenix said everything you said is spot on, Big E. Wow, thanks a gazillion.
You're welcome. Reach out.
I keep learning to let go and to let God and good infinite wisdom.
That's life.
We'll
that
learn
is
how
life.
to be
let
more
go and let God. That is life.
Naturopathic practitioner. Oh, wait. We'll learn how to be a naturopathic practitioner. Love alternative medicine. Yes.
Oh, good.
You know what?
You need to check out her products, abalepure.com. Okay.
I have been having all these like little mini downloads, and it's more just all these things where I'm learning how all these events that have happened throughout my life are now beginning to click into place and make so much sense. And things,
it's sort of like a Rubik's Cube.
Yes, it really is. I feel like something is just like, is anybody else experiencing that? Because it's all beginning to make sense. These random things are coming together, and it's beautiful. Let's see. Sia has, okay.
Can anybody remember like conversations or random days from 3rd and 4th grade like me? I've got like an elephant brain, you guys. Like I can like recall like it's just kind of weird. Like I'm like that with sports too. That's why I was so good at sports radio. Me and my buddy, like we can just remember like random, like, you know, like a certain pitch in baseball and this one swung, or a basket, or, you know, that's why I don't listen. I go back and forth with my son just to, you know, entertain him, but I don't take anybody serious that thinks LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan. I've seen, you know, pretty much everything of their careers. It makes me angry because it's like, you know, that was Black Jesus. Okay. Like, you know, Jordan, there's nobody, because he's the best offensive and the best defensive player. LeBron is fugazi. Okay.
So Quintella has said that, oh no, she has to leave the house to see the movie. So don't worry, Quintella, we should do it together.
We'll give you time.
We'll all do it on the same day.
Make your sister go with you.
Yes. And look, I'm out all the time because I gotta be grocery shopping and taking the kids and doing all the stuff. But if you think me being in a theater, I don't know. I become a little bit of I'd rather be out in a theater with all of you than I want to be in the theater with
random strangers.
Anyways, but that's okay because it's a time for me to meet interesting people. That's what I'm like. Okay, I'm gonna meet somebody interesting, at least one person, and then
you don't necessarily meet people when you go to theater. What are you talking about? This isn't a play. I mean, this is a movie theater. You don't meet people in the movie theater. What are you talking about?
You don't meet them in the theater, but you might be out because you got to go to the mall, wherever it is that you're going to go see the theater, whatever. Okay, stop.
Pisces Mercury.
Pisces Mercury. What do you mean by that?
Because I'm saying it's wrong. Like it's incorrect speech. You're not going to meet anybody in the movie theater. We're going to go see Sinners. We're going to get whatever we get. We might meet the server if we go to like Roadhouse or whatever, and like they bring us some food, and we'll say hi to the server. I'll joke, hey, are you a Cancer or a Pisces?
If we go out, we might go get something to eat before or after, and then.
No, I'd rather do a W. Like I just said, Roadhouse, and they, you know, they got this theater. I don't know if you guys have it where you live.
Yeah, but see, Roadhouse food is, it's okay.
We'll just get a salad. I mean, we're not, you know.
See, this is the thing. I don't like overpaying for food that's, I would rather, Anyways,
She's got a lot of rules. Sag Moon? Any Sag Moons here? There's a lot of rules.
I have a lot of rules because some things make
I'm picky
sense
as the Virgo. I'll tell them myself. I'm very picky. I'm persnickety. I got a lot of. I don't have rules. I'm picky. She got rules. There's a difference.
And
we're having fun with you guys tonight.
Anyways, we love you guys.
Can I tell you, we missed you guys though. We did.
Mama's commenting on both of our potential jealous streaks.
No, we're not.
We're not
we're
really.
So
but
not.
Sometimes it's fun to joke that way.
Yeah, we like to joke.
And then yes, Quintella Fruitvale Station was. Anybody who hasn't seen it, that's a good movie.
But if I want to get her jealous, I could talk about some woman making me a good meal. She'll get hot.
I'll cut you.
Did she get hot with that one?
Don't do that.
I'm like, don't. I'm like, Tiffany made some cupcakes. Ooh.
You see, he'll be playing too much. And did you just slurp? Did you just?
I was like. I didn't slurp. There's a difference.
Don't do that.
Oh God. We like to have
Okay,
fun, you guys.
let's bring it back to the chat. Hope has
Last
cut.
couple-
Hope is a cat moon who has cut her mom off. Yes, in
But
time,
sometimes,
maybe
you know.
something will happen.
But
If
listen,
not, you are free and happy.
let me just say this, right? Cat moons do wind up taking care of their mothers, but you guys, I don't care if it's mom, dad, sister, brother, cousins, uncle, aunt. Healthy boundaries always. Saturn's in Pisces, but even when it goes to Aries, nobody has the right just because they share the same blood as you to be mean, nasty, disrespect you, step on your, you know, your sunshine, your parade. You have got to put up the Saturn walls, okay? And especially while it's in Pisces, it's demanding you do that. And so when you honor Saturn, it wants to give you, I tell you guys all the time, more rewards than Jupiter and Venus could ever give. And Jupiter can give you a lot. But Saturn, when you respond to your abilities and you are disciplined, structured, and organized, Saturn will hook you up. Okay? And that's how I got this one. Because I had to get disciplined and organized in terms of like, and really structured, right? In terms of, you know, the lens of relationships. I didn't get married till I was 37. I was single for a long time, having a good time. But I waited. She didn't wait. I waited, and Saturn
Got bamboozled.
Saturn gave me the rewards and blessings because I love my wife.
And I love you too.
And we're married forever. And so that's what happens. You know what I mean? Especially Saturn in the seventh house. It delays, right? But I had to get disciplined, structured, and organized first. And it delayed until I did. Now, what's funny? Do you know my mother used to always say to me, you shouldn't get married till you're 40. And I'm like, why you say that much? Listen, you shouldn't get married to. And I never knew, you know, so, but it's almost like my mom prophetically, you know, she just knew that I had Saturn in the seventh house. Sometimes the wisdom of your mama, you guys, oof, I miss her. You can never underestimate that wisdom that your mother will give you and share with you. Okay. My mom said some stuff sometimes and she was funny, but she had a lot of wisdom, you know? So I was, you know, just very fortunate and blessed, but I waited and I responded to my abilities. Right. And I made sure that when we got married and when she had, you know, we had our first son, that she was able to, because Saturn and Taurus, right? I made sure financially that she could stay at home, right? And didn't have to work and could be with the baby. You know, I stacked up and saved chips. I was ready for multiple rainy days. So Saturn rewarded me with the wife that wanted to and was willing to do that. Now she was working while she was pregnant for a little bit, but then, you know, she had to deal with some irritation. And I was like, listen, you don't got to deal with that. You can stay home. She's like, bet, I'm staying home.
Well, you know, at the time too,
yeah,
I decided to stay home, take care of his mom because financially
it was
we
better
were paying for a caregiver to be in the house. And so it was like, well, the boss is like taking it out of me. And I knew that I was pregnant. They didn't know at work that I was pregnant. So I knew I was pregnant and going to have to leave in a matter of months anyways. And it was like, be stressed out with somebody or let the caregiver go. We save that money. So it was kind of like a switch off.
Yeah. No, it all fell into place the way it was supposed to.
You know what I mean? And
God has a plan.
And I stayed home and did had my.
And can I say this too about that? It sounds like a cliche. God has a plan, but it's not. Like she was just saying earlier, it was really deep what you were saying, right? Kind of like the Rubik's Cube coming together and like realizing like these little events and stories, these puzzles coming together.
It's all happening for everybody.
That's God's plan.
The question is, do we take the time to see it? And are we open to seeing it?
But acknowledging it and also being in gratitude too. Being thankful.
We will see it. We will acknowledge it. We will be thankful for it. And that energy in itself gets the beginning of one thing after the other that's working all in our favor.
But be mindful.
Because even the Bible says that the Lord works in the mysterious ways. No, not mysterious ways. but they work. Oh, shucks. God, you know what? I used to be such a biblical ninja, and I could do and I still have it in my head, but the Lord works in conjunction for the good of his people. So that's all I'm going to say. Let's see now.
But what I want to just say, you go ahead and read, but I just want to say, but also being in gratitude, because sometimes even the quote unquote bad or negative things that happen to you, think about things don't happen to you. Literally change the perspective. Things happen for you. You know what I mean? And I got Jupiter in the ascendant, so I am always the sun's going to shine tomorrow. I don't care what's happening in DC, in the Vatican, in London, in Palestine, Russia, Ukraine, anywhere. The sun will shine tomorrow, right? Hashtag Deepwater Faith. That's me 24/7, 365.
So let's see now. Phoenix says, I love metaphysics, astrology, numerology, tarot, I Ching.
I know you do.
Venus. I think she's saying Venus, Moon, Ascendant, also Venus in Aries and first house, Aries rising. And so you are in the right place. Basically, all of that was to say you're in the right place. We are going to be having in our group, we're going to have a spiritual section. Mm-hmm. We're going to have, we're going to have stuff to talk about, crystals, so many different things. So
we got a section for like Mama Miss to come into, creativity, share your creative stuff.
And we want people like you, Phoenix, to then host in there and share some of your things.
Your knowledge.
This is the thing is,
and your passion.
When we share our knowledge, I might share something that's going to hit somebody that I don't even know the name or face of. So that's the way things work. Venus said, the dreams I've been having the past 2 nights are downloads from my guides and my dad and spirit. They are helping me. Awesome.
That's awesome.
That's beautiful. I love that. So anyways, Mama Miss is here for the movie thing.
Okay.
And Sinners was released on Good Friday for a reason. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. That's interesting. And
okay.
Let's see. Black Coffee is here with us. Will Aquarius Sun have a good year, preferably the month of May, since we're in the age of Aquarius?
It depends on your chart. It's not that simple. Astrology is so much more complex and deeper than just like pop astrology. Yeah. So it depends on what house your sun is in and aspects to it. But I need to know your big 3 and even if you want to share your birthday, because Pluto will only go up to, and it's at 3 degrees now. So if you're going through that conjunction of the sun conjunct Pluto, you've got to do the shadow work. All Aquarius sun moon risings, this is your time to do the deep introspection. Remember, fire and air signs are not naturally introspective. You got to start, you go outward. You got to start to look within. You got to do the shadow work. You got to heal the pain, trauma, and crises from childhood. You got to tap into the Pluto, Chiron, and Lilith and really get that stuff cleaned up and cleaned out. You know, people don't understand, right? This is what this grand fixed cross is about today, this Taurus super new moon, right? Getting candles and like, doing like a little, whatever. That's not like, no, this is real work. And deep introspection, like my relationship coaching program, the first floor is unlearning. You have to literally unlearn everything. Every day we live, we realize we've been lied to about every single aspect of our lives. They lied to you about religion. They lied to you about mathematics, science. They lied to you about slavery, the triangle trade. They lied to you about history. They lied to you about school system, media, magazines.
But can everything. I stop you for real quick? Because you know what I've been noticing? Yes, they have lied to me. But you know what it's doing? It's making me go, oh my God, that's why I always felt that way. Oh my gosh, that's what I thought. Yeah. Like, because I remember there's just so many things. Like when I was a little kid and the Westerns would be on and it was always like the Caucasian cowboys against the Indians. And I always felt like this connection to the Indians and stuff and just different things. I'm like, oh, now I understand why. Oh my gosh. You know what I mean? Things that I didn't even know, but I knew
intuitively.
When I walked up to my grandmother in 1979, when the Pope came to New York, and I was like, "He's not real. What are they doing? Why is he doing that?" And my grandmother like covered up my mouth and shh, don't you ever say that. But I mean, I was like, what? That doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? So what I'm learning is that the more I'm learning about these lies, these were things that I knew intuitively since a child.
And
so
most
I'm sure
of us did.
so many of you are the same way.
Yeah.
Anyways, let me see now. I've been coming more often. All of a sudden, wait, I'm sorry.
Who's saying
this? Is Phoenix.
Okay.
Sorry, I've been coming more often. All of a sudden lately, my relatives have been showing up in my dreams that I have not seen in a long time. I'm using tuning forks for healing myself. Wow. So I wonder what they're trying to tell you. That's amazing. And I'm sure there's a deep message there for you. I recently started seeing this psychic that started to dig into my childhood and life. Yes. You know, and I don't know if there's just things that you have blocked or whatever with that, but understand, I think it's awesome to see somebody, but it's all there and you can open it when you want. So
we have the power,
amazing.
you guys.
We have the
really
power.
Do.
And let's see.
Can I just say something real quick? That's the one thing that's different about from what I do compared to psychics and mediums and tarot and this and that. When you get a chart reading with me, it's the map of your life and the remembrance of your soul. I'm sort of the tour guide of your soul, revealing to you and explaining to you for you to remember what your soul selected. So I'm empowering you to be your true, authentic self. And when I do that, then in all honesty, and Chantel, Quintella, and Sia, and Hope, and others here can tell you, when I do that, then it's like you've got the keys now to kind of unlock things yourself. And in that, I mean that you don't necessarily need a therapist, a counselor, a psychic, right? You've got to learn through your chart to trust your own intuition, to realize you have these gifts and abilities, and then just put in the work, right? And I don't mean that in an arrogant bragging way. I mean it in like dead serious, like that's what I do. And I want you to know that all of you here are super gifted and amazing. And all you just need is to have that proper reintroduction to what your soul selected through the natal birth chart. And then you got it, Lucy. You can dance, right? Because I want you guys to all to become the Jedi and master the flow and energy of your natal birth chart. That's why I have my Astro Life Transformational Program. Okay, so, and the Jedi, that's real, right? DJEDI. So just know, and I'm not knocking. I have them on my channel. I respect, and we've got some psychic medium friends that are like brilliant and gifted. So I'm definitely not hating on any of the esoteric and metaphysical arts. What I'm just saying is that I like to empower my people because I know that you, if you're ready and you're willing to do the work, you guys can do it on your own. Do you understand? But it is always good to have mentors, but always use your spiritual discernment. Tap in. I don't want any of you guys to ever be misled. That would hurt my heart. And that's why for me, I'm very, I tell you, I'm a Virgo sun, Scorpio rising, Capricorn moon. I want you to get your chart done. And I'll tell you, get it done. I prefer you do it with me, but just get it done. But I'll tell you, I'm not going to give you no bull. Okay? Because I'm here for my mission. And, I don't need that bad karma. Some people, they do this and they don't even care or think about that type of karma. I've got not just good spiritual hygiene, but I respect karma and I have deep spiritual morals. You know what I mean? So I just want to, share that. But I really think that all of you are gifted and amazing. And I just like to show you through what you selected before you came here on the motherboard, before you came through the portal of your mother's womb. That's what the chart is. You selected that. All right. And I love you guys, for real.
We do love you guys. And we're about to close out. We've been going
Adios.
a long time. I might not get
night.
to everybody's statements.
Yeah.
Phoenix said she would love to be an intern for you.
Ooh.
We might have to have a conversation on that.
Email
I'm not going to get to everybody's comments.
So, honey, just
so
email
sorry.
me, Eric, ERIC, Eric at BigEAstrology.com. that's something. Yeah, we will talk about that.
And anyways, where is the group? The group, Mama Miss, we will be talking about the group. The group is going to be housed
on Buddy Boss.
It's going to be a private site. It's part of our WordPress site, but it's hosted.
It's through the website, but
through the website, it's a plugin.
You'll get a link,
it's going to be
and
a
it's
private
subscription.
place. So what that means basically is anything goes, but then at the same time, as you know, we're not going to deal with anything stupid. So everybody's going to be respectful.
Well, there's rules and regulations in the group, right? We gotta, no disrespect for nobody. Yeah, it's all love in my group. It's called the Knowledge is Love Tribe.
Let's see now. And sorry, you know what, guys? There's so many comments. I'm so sorry. We've been here for quite some time.
So let me just say this: you guys all hit the like button. Do me a favor after we say goodbye, and new people, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'll see you tomorrow on IG. 2 p.m. Lunch with Eric, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. And thank you for those who came later Friday because we had family stuff.
We love you guys.
And
Black Coffee, I see your big three. Please come back again. I promise.
No, let's do it now because let's knock it out now. Let me take care of Black Coffee.
I just scrolling through and I see that big three in there.
Come on, Black Coffee, I got you.
Black Coffee is an Aquarius Sun, Sag Moon, and a Gemini Rising, February 8th.
Gemini Rising. Aquarius Moon and the Sag Sun.
Sag Moon.
Sag Moon. Sag Moon in the 7th house. So your emotional mind is kind of teaching your ego and I am energy. And so what you learn in Sagittarius emotionally through the marketplace, relationships, business partnerships, tu madre, you've got to pour out, right? So there's a little bit of 44, 56. You got a book to write. You're going to transmute and transform a lot of your beliefs until 2044. You've probably got a couple of trips to go on that may take you out of the country and where you really will feel at home. And, you got to spend money on your sleep game. You need lapis lazuli and the Taurus crystals in the bed, one under the pillow, one in the bed with you. Sag Moon, mom could be up in the cookie jar in the relationships, marriage, whatever. And, you have really got to... your natural messenger, you know what I mean? So you just got to figure out what message you are sharing with the people in the collective, right? Because what you learn in Sagittarius season, you pour it out in Aquarius season, okay? The spiritual awakening waters, the truth of revelation and truth, okay? So, you should, you should actually have a pretty decent May because Jupiter's still in your ascendant. You're going to get the bag will continue and get better for you starting June 9th when Jupiter, June 9th, enters Cancer for a year. Okay. You should definitely come to Coffee Talk one time. Black Coffee, love to meet you. And you could always reach out and book a birth chart reading, BigEAstrology.com. I love you guys. Like I was saying, come back and just write a little comment for me. Help the lives grow and the algorithms and stuff. I really appreciate it. Tell a friend to subscribe. Hey, listen, we're trying to get to 10,000 and like when wifey says 10 million. But like this is the best channel that's on the low, but we got to make it like really loud, right? So just I appreciate your love and support and your help. All right, we
love you guys.
Have a great. But Tuesday night, come back. You do not want to miss Queen Bee, 7 p.m. Eastern this Tuesday. She is brilliant, sister. We're gonna have a dope conversation. It's gonna be Liddy 550. I might have to spit it gritty. Hit the ball out the park like Mike Schmitty.
You're gonna get.
And remember, I'm saying that because this girl is from Philly, Delphi IA, like the Black Thought spitting the poetry. My roots run deep from NYC. I could do this all day. Lyrically, I love to swing, shoot jumpers, and drop 50 points like Bernard King in the Garden. I'm the sergeant. Knicks. Steelers, Yankees.
All
Later.
right.
Bye, you guys.
Bye. Good night.
See you Tuesday.
See ya.
Bye.